we'll just say necklace. Now, one of my strategies, if you sort by orders, all these necklaces, they've sold 20,000, 11,000, 18,000. These necklaces have sold a ton of times, but that probably means that a ton of people already have them and may not be buying them for a second time. So you want to be original. Being original, being different is the key to success. So we're going to go in here to newest. This is one of my product research. This isn't a product research video, but I just want to kind of demonstrate how to find products on AliExpress if you are. So I go to newest. Now look at this. These are all the newest necklaces there are. Look at these. Look at this. 1,000 orders, and it just came out compared to 48 orders. So something with 1,000 orders that just came out is probably a good product for whatever reason. Somebody bought 1,000 of these. 1,000, 1,000. It might have been one because there's no votes on it. So we're just going to use this. Here's a beer cup and wine glass. Necklace. This is perfect. This is perfect to run. And I'm going to show you why. So we have two necklaces. One has a heart and one is just regular. So I really like the heart one. The heart one is probably what I'm going to use. I like the heart. So we're going to run this product. Let me show you exactly how we're going to do that. We're going to create a new campaign in Power Editor. This is Facebook Business Manager. Now yours may look a little bit different from this, but this is usually similar to how they look. Facebook does so many updates that sometimes an ad account that has been around for a little bit longer than another one. I have over 11 ad accounts I manage. Each one looks a little bit different, even though they're all ad accounts. It's weird how that works. So we're going to go into Page Post Engagement. This is the campaign I like to run, a PPE, Page Post Engagement ad. It's to get likes and shares on your post. Now, we're going to go in here to ad set. You can leave everything on the campaign on that first screen the same. And the reason I like to name it like this is the product right here, and then we know this is a PPE ad, not a traffic ad. This one's a traffic ad that I did the other day. And so we're just going to do a $5 daily budget. You can do lifetime budget or daily budget. We're going to do a daily budget. And then you can, depending on if you're going to do worldwide or US, if you do US, do it for midnight. I like doing 12:01 a.m. If you do worldwide, just launch it whenever you launch it, because somebody's up right now, right? It's daylight somewhere. Okay, so we're just going to do, I think, just a US ad. So we're going to go into, this is just another tab, open up Audience Insights.
Hey guys, just 1 second here. Hopefully you can hear me and maybe still see the screen. I'm not sure, but if you could just put a 1 in the chat box that you can hear me. Andrew will be right back. Apparently, great. Thanks, Brad. Apparently, his computer just crashed, which is of all things, you know, when things like this go wrong, the computer is an important piece. So stick with us. Hang on just a second, and we'll get you right back. Hold on 1 second, and we'll get him right back. He's maybe 1 minute away from being back on, okay? Thanks a lot for your patience, and just 1 minute, okay? Thanks.
Hi guys, can you hear me? I think I don't know if you guys can see my screen yet. I'm so sorry about that, guys. My computer completely crashed on me. Luckily, it does restart very fast. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Wall. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to get a new computer here soon. That was I don't know what happened, but I got that blue screen of death, and so now we're back. So let's get back into the Power Editor. Can everyone hear me and see my screen now? You guys can see my screen and hear me. Let me get a 1 in the comments if that. Perfect, perfect, guys. Okay, so let me hop back into Power Editor, and I will. So we're advertising for a wine necklace. So let's jump into detailed targeting. And actually, we're going to go into audience insights over here. That's when it crashed. So, audience insights. So we know this is live, guys. This is not a recording. Okay, so you never know what's going to happen live. Okay, so interest groups. We're going to type in wine because we have a wine necklace. And so typically, the person that is going to like this necklace is probably somebody that likes wine. Or maybe like there's a wine bottle. I know it says beer up here, but that's because of AliExpress using SEO tactics in order to get people to search for this. But they don't necessarily know what people that may speak English would want to buy, because this is a Chinese company. That's why it's so cheap. That's why our consumers, our customers, are not going on AliExpress to buy their products, because this doesn't look like a legitimate product to them. Now, to us, we're marketers, so we know that we can, as long as you talk to the supplier, they have a good feedback score. This guy doesn't have anything, but for the sake of this product, it'll work. So now we're going to have to refresh that. Okay, so we're going to go into here to Audience Insights. We're going to choose wine. Now, for wine, you see 25 million to 30 million monthly active people, which is too many. And then we go into Page Likes. And we have all sorts of different people here. You see how the affinity score is only 34? So I like to play a game. I like to get this affinity score as high as possible and then get this up to 2 million. So it's a game I like to play, and sometimes this game takes a long time to do. Other times it happens really fast. So I've done a couple wine products before. So we're going to type in red wine. We're going to type in white wine. And we're going to probably type in like a wine company. I don't know very many wine companies. Magazine. Here's a magazine, or matching. So what I like about Power Editor's audience tool is you can actually see suggestions. So you type in wine and it'll give you suggestions based on that audience. So wine lovers, wine tasting, that's a good one. Because we want to find a passionate audience, people that really love wine. Because the only person that's going to buy a wine necklace is somebody that's really, really likes wine. So this is still too general. So we want that affinity score to be in the hundreds or even the thousands. Now there's also another way to do it. If you can't get an affinity score very high, you can do what we call flex targeting. And I love flex targeting. It is extremely, extremely powerful when it comes to Facebook ads. Now what you can do is we can go in here and type in wine tasting. We got 17 million people. Now we're going to go to edit placements down here, and all we want to advertise for is the news feed. Now you can do instant articles, in-stream videos, all these other things, but typically people aren't going to click on them as much as the news feed. Now Facebook tells you recommend it, but the reason they tell you that is because if they don't sell spots to the audience network and all the other placements, then they're losing money. They need people to bid on that, so they're going to recommend that to you just like they recommend to you a boosted post. But as experienced marketers, we don't want to do the recommended thing. We want to do it our own way. So let me show you exactly how to do it to make money. We don't want to do Instagram with this ad. If you want to do an Instagram ad is extremely powerful, but you want to do a completely separate ad on Instagram than you do on Facebook. We're just going to do the newsfeed. Now you see how that 12 million audience went down to 3 million? Then we're going to narrow the audience again, and we're going to type in necklace. Now we only have 410,000 people, so let's go back up to here and add some more people. Now it only went up about 100,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in a pendant. We're going to do jewelry. Just very general stuff, guys. This isn't using the affinity scores. This is going to be using flex targeting, and I want to narrow it one more time in here. We're going to see what happens. There we go. So this is how we do it, guys. We got red wine, white wine, and wine tasting. So our customer must like one of these and one of these and be an engaged shopper. Now what an engaged shopper is somebody who has clicked the call to action button, shop now, in the past week. So there's somebody that's in the buying mode. So we're going to go down here, we're going to go back up, wine necklace, and then we're going to do wine crossed with necklace, crossed with shopping. Now that's our audience right there. That way we remember. And then what I would do is I would either have a wine page or even just like a jewelry page. Now I don't know if I have one of those. So you know what you guys are going to get to see today? So we're going to actually just make a page here. Yeah, let's just make a page. Why not? So we are going to go to personal newsfeed. I'm going to go to this arrow right here, and we're going to type in create page. Now, when you create a page, just do brand or product. That's fine, unless you have like a local business. This doesn't really matter as much. There's some stuff that really matters on Facebook, and then the other 80, there's about 20% that is highly important, and then about 80% of what happens on Facebook is not important to you. But I know there's a lot of stuff going on, so it's hard to know what things are important and what things aren't, and that's what I want to hear. That's what I'm here today to show you guys. So we're just going to type in I love all things wine. Choose a category. This isn't too important either. It's really going to have a very small impact on what happens. So we can just do, we'll just do website. Now upload a profile picture. I think I have a, no, I don't have one picture. So we're gonna get a wine picture. Images. I like that. Save that image. Then go back to Facebook, upload a profile picture. All right, so now we need a cover picture, and the cover picture is going to be a little bit wider. And so for our cover picture, I like that one right there. Who likes wine? Who drinks wine? If you don't drink wine, that's fine too. If you like what you're getting today, if you like what you're seeing today, I'm building a Facebook page. We're about to launch an ad. Please put a 1 in the comments and let me know. And if you have any questions at all throughout this presentation, please put a 1 in the, or put your question in the comments so that I know that I want you guys to get as much value out of here as possible, and I want to make sure that you understand what's going on. So if you don't understand, please put a question. I'm always the person that asks the most questions, so I will answer all your questions by the end of this presentation. Okay, so we're going to go into here, and it's probably not going to show up because we just made it. Or actually, what I have to do is I need to go into my business manager. You guys are getting a lot of cool stuff here today. So we're going to go into manage ads. Now, okay, so let me explain what I'm doing here. So you can add new pages, and you can add a page so that your business owns it, or you can request access to a page. If you request access to a page, that would be like if you're requesting access to like a client's page, or you can add a page. Now, I like to do request access so that it stays on my profile. So I think I named it All Things Wine. I love All Things Wine. And then we're just going to ask for admin privileges. So we're going to go into, so now we have our page. So now we refresh. Look at that. We just created a page in 5 minutes. Now there's a lot of other stuff you can do with your page, but that's all it takes to create a page. That's how easy it is. Then we're going to go to canva.com. It's a free image editor. We're going to download a couple of these images, see what we got. Sometimes you'll get more pictures down here, but for this case we got 2. So we're going to create a design. We're going to choose Facebook post. Go to uploads. Okay, so I want to show you one other cool trick that I got. So clippingmagic.com. I never know how these trainings are going to go because I do them live. So sometimes we do a little bit different presentation every single time. So this one's going to be a little bit. I'm not going to do this one 100% because this one might take 20 to 30 minutes to do, and so I don't want you to bore you guys with this. But let me show you exactly the benefit of what Clipping Magic does. It's a free image editor tool to crop out the background on any image you want. And I would do this a little bit more perfectly if we were doing this for real, but for this example, we're just going to get it about 90%. And really, sometimes I've launched ads before, like that right there, that's pretty good. You never can get it 100% perfect, especially with these low quality images from AliExpress. But we got, look at that. So we'd crop the background out. Now watch what we can do. We can make this look like a really cool image instead of just something plain that's going to look like all the other ads on Facebook. Like if we put that on Facebook right now, it's not, that's just a plain image. When I launched this product right here, so let me show you guys something really interesting right now, and you're going to see why. When I first launched this product right here, I launched this as just an image right here. I did this, and I said, okay, let's launch an ad. I did this ad. I spent about $30 on the ad, and I made 3 sales. So it lost money, but it was the first product that made sales, and I was like, ooh, that's cool, but it's not making money, so let's keep going. Then I spent another $1,000 on Facebook, and I could not figure out what to do. Why was I not making sales? Then I took this image, and I turned it into something similar to that. Like I turned it into this image right here, and it made $22,000 off this post. So cropping images, going from this image right here to this image right here, was a difference between maybe $15 that I was negative. Actually, this was negative $15 to profit positive $10,000. That's crazy, guys. You gotta be different than the next person. So I showed that I wanted to show the customer in a quick instant that this was a separate keychain than this, and then also when you brought them together, it was a heart. You can see the text, you can see exactly what they say right there, and then you have 2 faces from people that are in Game of Thrones, and if you know Game of Thrones, these 2 people used to call each other. These are 2 characters. I'm a big fan of the show, so I knew that audience. And so if you know something about a certain audience, it's better to go into that field because you know how to talk to your audience. They said this line. This was like the famous line that they said, and it was a romantic line. So a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands and wives would buy this for each other because of this image right here and because they like Game of Thrones. Somebody that doesn't know Game of Thrones isn't going to buy this because they don't even know what this means right here. But if I target people that like Game of Thrones that are in a relationship with flex targeting, they're going to like this product. And that's why it did so well. That's why I made $22,000 just on this post. So let me show you what we're going to do today. Okay, so we got that picture right there. And don't we have some other wine pictures? So let's go. We're going to make this an advanced course today. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, but we're going to delve pretty deep into this because I'm moving fast, so I realized I got extra time to show you guys some really cool stuff. So this is pixabay.com. This is where you get free images. We're going to do we're just going to do wine, and we're going to try to get wine and a person. Let's see what this search comes up with. I want to find like some type of model type of person that is drinking wine. Well, we got an addict right here shooting up and drinking wine. That's probably not the ideal person to use. We got all sorts of stuff. We got some homeless guy over there. Okay, so that's not bad. But what do we got? Okay, so let's just do wine. Let's see if we can find somebody drinking wine. Because I like, so this would be perfect, but she's drinking like a martini. I've used that picture before. Sex sells, guys. We're marketers. You got to market. Just like the Carl's Jr. ad with the hot girl eating the cheeseburger. Whatever we can do to sell, you have to be different than the next guy. If you do an old, boring post, you're not going to make money. If you do something that no one's ever seen before, those are the posts that get 10,000 shares that make $100,000, guys. That's how you make a ton of money. So we're trying to be different than the next person, because there's probably already 3 other people, at least, maybe 10 other people, 100 other people running an ad to this product right here. So how are we going to be different from them? We have to be different. Now, okay, so that's not wine. I got excited for a second. I was gonna do something cool. Okay, so let's keep searching. Okay, here we go. This is okay. She has jewelry on right here. That's why I like it. And okay, so let's refresh this page. It's getting cut off right there. Like I said, this is live, guys. You never know what's going to happen live. It's exciting. It's fun. You guys having fun today? I like to have fun doing these. So I promise you I'm not a robot. I promise. Today at the store, the alarm system went off when I walked out, and I don't know why. I wasn't stealing anything, I promise. I walked back to the cashier and everything, but maybe I am a robot, and maybe that's why it wasn't letting me through. But anyway, so let's create a post. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's copy this right here. So we want her face in there. Faces are important. I like putting faces in my product. So she's got jewelry on right there. She's got a wine glass, and it's a girl, which is typically probably going to be the person that buys our product, unless a guy buys it for his girlfriend, which we don't want to rule that out. That's why I advertise to all genders. So it would be really cool if I could do like, I'm not in love with that. Because we want to highlight the product. Right now, the wine's highlighted, not the product. And maybe even that jewelry right there. So how are we going to do this? So let's find a different image. I don't like that image. Now what you could do with something like this, where are we at with our audience? Let me see if I could do something like that. So what you could do with an image like this is target people that like owls and wine, and then just throw a necklace on them. That's how I target when we have really wide audiences like headphones or wine or stuff like that. You can actually segment your audiences out based on the image that you use for the audience. There we go. I like this one. This is perfect. We have a full face right there in view. That's a perfect ad. I love that ad right there. Okay. You know how when you just see an ad and you just know it's going to work? Okay. So, and feel free to copy anything I'm doing on here today, guys. If you want to take this exact image, this exact ad, and run it, feel free. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in, okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a star or like a circle or something, some type of shape. I'm coming up with this, guys, on the fly, and this is how I do it all the time. When you're put under pressure, sometimes you come up with better ideas. Steven Spielberg says that. So now we want to match the colors. So what color can we use right here? Should we use red for wine? Maybe red for wine. Thinking that. Now we'll probably want to make it a little darker. There we go. That might match the wine. Okay, so right here we're gonna do 75% off. We're gonna make it white so that it pops. We want it to pop on this, and we're gonna arrange it to forward. We're gonna shrink the text down. Alright, so right there, look at that, 75% off. Actually, you know what? I only want to do 50% off. No, I'm just kidding, guys. You can actually do the compare at price, whatever you want. It's just like retail companies. Retail companies call stuff 80% off, 90% off all the time. So there we go. There we got an ad. Can we see the ad? Just want to make sure the ad, the product is noticeable. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. This is, so we're going to shrink this down. We're going to turn it red. There we go. Now it pops, guys. Now it pops. So you got to be creative. Okay. So we're going to download that. Photo or video. We're going to upload that photo that we just did, wherever it is. Okay, so now we're going to say, do you love wine? Because these are people that are interested in wine tasting, and so of course they love wine. Do you? Then we're going to go over here, create a new tab, and go to getemoji.com. We're going to grab a wine glass, and then we're going to grab a heart. Then we're going to say limited, we're going to say free shipping on first 100 orders. You know what? We're not going to do an emoji right there. Then we're going to do grab yours. We're going to go get the arrows. I like the arrows. You want to draw attention to your link. The link is the most important part of your ad. So then we're going to go to Google Shortener. Grab yours, and then we're going to say tag. Now we're going to copy this. Now the reason I copy it is because you never know what this is going to show up like. I'll tell you in just a second. Okay, so you see how this, it drops. It says, do you love wine? Free shipping on first 100. People, when they scroll, are glancing at this item right now, so they may not, like it just says first 100 orders, grab yours. Like, people may not register this. So we're going to change this around. We're going to do another one because I don't like how that one looks. There we go. Free shipping on first 100 orders. Perfect, guys. Okay, I like this. All right, so it took us a while, but we got it. We got it dialed. Now we have an ad. We just launched an ad. Then you just go up to here, review draft items. It launches the ad for you, and you're good to go. Now, does anyone have any questions about what I just did? Please put them into the comments. If you like what I did, give me a 1. Let me know if you like the value that you got. And if you have any questions about anything at all, no matter what it is, please just put them in the comments, and I will answer them now. So I'm seeing some 1s come in. Want to make sure I answer any questions. Perfect. So, is PPE ad the best way to make money? So PPE is to get the initial likes and shares on your post. Once you do your PPE ad, typically what you want to do if you're doing a Shopify product is you do a conversion ad. Now the reason we do PPE is because the likes and shares get social engagement, and it lets people know that we have a post that like if you don't have any likes and shares on your post and you're trying to get sales from it, you're probably not going to get any because people are like, oh, that's not popular. But if you have 1,000 likes on your post or 1,000 shares, people are like, ooh, what's up with this? This must be popular. Just like trending videos on YouTube or whatever it is. If you've seen, oh, 1 million people, it's a marketing technique. If 1 million people have already bought it, why not you too? So this is what we do in marketing.